Rolling, rolling.
Alright guys, we're back with dogs that jump up, and this is, I'll tell you what Summer does. No, don't give it anything. No, just stay where you're at. Get back over
You
there.
need these.
Well, I'm going to tell you what Summer just did wrong. And she
Moved.
had any reaction at all to the jumping. If they think that they can move you around, they do that. You think that this body posture I have, I didn't always have this. I used to be like a normal person. I just sit there. Not anymore. I've learned, honestly, they were sizing you up.
You should see me last night in the house. I was like bending my paws.
Well, but I want
Just sitting there.
because I could put that in slow-mo. Even my, averting your gaze. If I'm going to do everything in my power to keep the dog away from me, I could easily attract it to me if I started to pet it. Even right then, if I would have looked at it. You really do always want a sense, and I'm going to tell you guys, I fall victim to it too. If one starts to run away and you feel like it's going to get away, you want to just, lunge towards it. You can't, your whole relationship needs to be not that at all. So if they're jumping up, and that, because people ask, how are we going to correct it for jumping up? And I don't. And it really isn't the syndrome of, just ignoring it's going to make it go away. Just not having any reaction. Just even looking at her, here she comes. All right, now I got to just try to blend. And with a dog like this, it's got, she's got, and it's a very complex dog. She darted me a look. It's a very complicated dog because it is honestly living in heightened reality. It's like me. Every emotion is right on the edge of this dog. It would easily, aggressively go after another dog. It overly grovels to Sun, that old dog we have. Someone knows what I'm talking about. And I've got some videos of that. But yeah, now it's going to tolerate this, but yet it's annoyingly curious about little. I tell you, every emotion is right on the edge with this dog. So you see how she jumped, but I was able to. But that's what you guys have to think of. I could show you a difference. If she comes at me and I make these movements, next thing, again, that's back to the behavior modeling. And this is, I'm going to tell you, I cannot even get my remote out fast enough before it defaults to the behavior. And if you can help people understand, again, this dog is deaf. I've sort of changed the flow of its life, and we need to do another one of the drawing things because we did a bunch of the drawing ones. I just don't know where they are now. But look, I've got this dog that's willing to go that far away from me because I came down here yesterday. All right, let's go. Get it in motion. Get it in motion. I'm always talking about motion. Get it in motion. That's what you guys have to think of. If you start out a relationship, and that's what we have to understand, the only framework they're really capable of seeing is that, she actually was to start healing. She was to get away from Shu. Because she was a bully. She was a bully. And I can, if you guys want, just to see, I can use my, and I was doing silent recalls. Because once they're conditioned with the pager, you can do silent recalls on any of them. Stay on that little one. Lulu! She was ready to fight Pretzel off then. There was a little flash of teeth right there. But you can see by waiting, if I would have tried to jump in there the first day and try to get this dog to move freely, it wouldn't have worked because it really doesn't. It's always been on a leash. Well, no, when she was a puppy, I forgot about that. She was raised in the mountains. She was raised in the mountains. But if you said that page right there freaked it out. And what that was, and I've got to call Greg, and I was talking to him over the weekend, and I just ended it by saying, a part of me hates you. I mean, it's terrible. Look at her swimming. Look at her go. All right, and I'm going to do everything I can to keep this wet dog off of me. I did two things. When she looks back, I'm going to be like this. She'll know she made the right move. The wrong thing to do with a dog like that, I promise you, would be to reach her hand down and start patting it on the head. it would immediately assign you the role of that boxer or whoever. And of course, I got my little Sparkles. Sparkles has got the call of the wild. And he just thought he heard me talking to him. I'm going to blow it off like I really wasn't. All right, come on, let's walk. And that's, you know, that's the other thing I think about dogs. You guys, if you're going to have a good relationship with a dog, a lot of that's going to be emotion. That's why dogs like other dogs. They run around. You know, if the relationship is just sitting there, and I will tell you, with little dogs like this, a lot of the relationship is just sitting there. They like to sit on your lap and stuff. So you better cultivate that the right way too. Oh, and look at the little smile on her face. And that's what you want. And I'm saying to myself, if I can get it moving back to me faster than that, you know, that's the opposite of one that's always moving away. Moving, come on. All right, watch, this boxer's gonna appear when we get to about, maybe like there. No, she saw me looking.
Oh, you busted. You busted. Looky there.
And I'm going to reward that, you guys, because she doesn't even care. She's just getting to her new fishing
She wants to be with you.
So but again, with the deaf ones, and I think deaf dogs are good to help train people to use the pager, because it is hard to give the command in the beginning and focus on what's going on. So, well, we'll factor that out real quick with the deaf one. But you can see I've got this one way more interested in food, and it really had nothing to do with it being hungry. And look, she's checks and balances to see who's around her. She's pretty trusting of. She's not been around this one before, though, you guys. I will let you know, Wendy. She doesn't. And this dog is particularly. I want you guys to think of yourself as a turtle. Go in your shell. Go in your shell. Because all it would take, honestly, would be one wrong move for that dog to assign you that role. And then, am I wrong, Summer? It's all over Summer all the time, but she's always making these.
Yeah, I mess up.
Well, she's just a Jedi. One day.
Yeah.
One day when she's able to walk through.
Without bending.
You know, well, and I mean, don't kid yourself that dogs don't create personal space around themselves by virtue of their teeth. And that's what they do. All right, watch. I'm going to get my boxer back. Hang on. Holding it down, holding it down. Holding it. Yay. And that's where you would add the nick. I just don't do that with Shiv. See how uninhibited she was. And if you said, well, you've only got control for that short amount of time, I'd say, well, I do have an umbrella over it. As long as I could conjure it up, even just that right there. Because I'm not going to lie to you, when I'm running, sometimes I just panic when a car starts coming. Like when I had Bronson and stuff. So I would grab their collar to hold on to them when these maniacs.
Yeah, you never know what these
are just
maniacs are going to do.
Oh no, they're in big diesel trucks. I don't even know who these people are. For all I know, they're Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to know. So I just get off to the side.
Urban legend. And
then I just hold him by the collar. And that, you know, and that was a. All right, look, there goes my boxer. I am going to add my nick. But again, you can see she understands it as a purpose-driven behavior. Get the treat, and it's almost just, I don't want it, you know, it's almost to her, I don't want her to think I don't like her treats. You know, like there was remember that woman that was insulting our cookies? Oh my God. Maybe our cookies are horrible.
They're not.
Nobody else has ever said
Trust
that.
me. Yeah. It's definitely not us with that.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
You know, that's kind of what she's doing. She's not. But do not kid yourself that she's assigned herself the role of keeping an eye on us. Yeah, I saw you there.
Yeah, busted.
Yeah, busted. Summer thinks they purposely act up.
I do. I'm real messed up. I'm real messed
I
up.
said no. They have no understanding. But you see how as soon as I look at this dog, though, I want you to see, because this is an older dog, I want you to see how quickly it assigns me a role once my arm starts moving. They're all looking. That's she's making it. So all I've got to do is start augmenting my arm movements. Here, I'll even do some precursors. Oh, and I thought of something that might be a good precursor for the tone. And you guys at home, tell me whether you like this idea. I probably wouldn't do it myself, but if you wanted to do it, the way you could do it, I'm letting him sneak off. Oh, he already knows once this chick starts talking.
I can walk away for a little while.
Because it's going to go on. But what you could do, this is what I thought of. You could hit tone, pager, tone, pager, tone, pager. It's just to see what happens. You can always precede the pager with the tone. And that be a precursor, then leave your pager out, then just have your tone, then leave your tone out. If you were doing it as a series of precursors. That was just something I thought of. All right, look, Birdie went in the bushes. Let's go this way. All right, do you see what I mean about the arm movement, though? Sparkly didn't waste any more time over there.
She's done with
Yeah,
that.
that dog just deflected me with its leg. Look, Summer.
Deflected me with its leg.
Honestly, they don't. And that's why you have to do the walking back and forth thing in the beginning. As long as you're kind of keeping a flow to it, honestly, they don't think anything strange about it. We're going here, we're going there. We stood over there all day, we stood over there all day, we stood over there. They don't care. They don't care. All right, look at my little dog. All right, I'm going to tell you what I got a problem here, though, is I'm going to have this dog running interference, and I don't want that. Look at her go, look at her go. All right, I'm going to factor my deaf one out real quick. Yay! All right, here. All right, look, I'm not going to reward that really at this point. And I'm going to tell you why, because this is an older, smart little dog. And what I'm saying today that I didn't say, OMG, look at Shoe over there. Oh, Sparkles can't resist either. That's how, that dog's name isn't Sparkles. He only knows it. He only knows that that's what I call him. And so I do some little nicknames like that, because yeah, we chat them up all day. We chat them up,
He
we
has
talk
a
about them,
sparkle in his
talk
eye.
behind their backs. Oh, we talk behind their backs, everything.
Everything. And they still love us.
We have to. This is a reform school. We don't want to kid ourselves.
Sparkle has a sparkle in her eye.
So all you're going to have to do is walk down that way, probably.
Okay.
We've already got the whole, we got the whole thing in motion. You said there wasn't a fluidity to this. I would say a minimum.
Oh, we're flowing.
You guys have to kind of think of these dogs like a wind-up toy.
Definitely.
These ones that are so tightly wound, until you can kind of unwind them,
They're like me.
you can't do anything. Just keep going. Keep going out the gate.
The world wound them up.
And I want you guys to know that's just a default. Either that or I am crazy. All right, hang on. Lulu! Now I'm going to tell you what that was. That was my weak pager. I'm going to go to my strong one. But you can see I've already got the other flow going. It's already defaulting to come back to me. This is going to be my... Lulu! So I think you guys saw the difference. So you got to kind of come up with that. Not that anybody has this collar yet. I've got people wanting to buy it. I need to talk to Greg about that. But that was the difference. The first time what I did, and if I said I was just using it for recognition, that was okay. All right, get on her. She likes to go out that gate. And I was, You know, this one was trying to run interference, but look at her watching though. She's trying to figure out what's going on. But what she was saying to herself was, I'm not going to let this dog stop me. Oh no. If we need a dog for a commercial about dogs that jump, if Birds and Animals calls and say we need one that jumps all over people, you know, oh, we've got one you can train for that in about 5 minutes. All right, look. So I got exactly what I wanted. Okay. What I've got to do, and this is what I'm saying to myself about this dog, I need to interject this. It took Birdie that long to figure out where we were going. Thank God we weren't there waiting for him, though, like fools.
Yeah.
I was factoring this one out with the pager, though, as best I could. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, and I'm going to do the drawing thing, because that's kind of what all this default behavior is. And you do need to create that in other environments. We've just kind of been stuck at the house for the last couple of weeks because I had company, but we're going out this week. But you want to, you know, you want to do that in other environments, but you want to choose your environments carefully. You know what I mean? So that the scene is what you want to set up. All right, you guys, we're going to factor this one out, and we'll be right back with a little